You think you hit your head?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to hold as still as possible. You don't need to move at all. We're going to take this nice and slow. Okay. Is it okay if I touch you? Okay. All right, I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to call 911. I'm going to explain my location. Because I am the only person here, I'm going to tell them that and how they need to access this location. And I'm going to leave my cell phone on because they can locate me here in town, and they should be pretty familiar with this. Megan, don't move at all. Just stay nice and still. We don't have to rush or do anything here. So I'm going to put some gloves on because I don't really know what's happened with Megan other than she thinks she hit her head. Are you feeling dizzy or nauseous at all? A little bit nauseous. Okay. You let me know if you think you're actually gonna puke or anything like that, and I'm just gonna hang out with you. Okay. So Megan is talking to me. It's the best way to determine whether she has the fundamentals of life, so airway, breathing, circulation. What I need to do now is check for deadly bleeding. So I'm going to take my gloved hands and I'm going to very lightly but thoroughly touch Megan, and I'm going to see if I'm going to find any blood. So as I check each part, I'm going to check my hands for blood to see if there's anything. Megan, I want you to tell me if you feel any pain. And I'm also looking for bumps, bruising, swelling, scrapes, any areas that don't seem like they're normal, or areas of tenderness. Okay, so stay nice and still. I don't want you to move. Okay. Checking my hands. I'm not seeing any bleeding. Okay, I'm going to slide my hand down your back. I want you to hold your head nice and straight. Okay, I don't see any blood in the bottom of the bucket. Okay, any pain when I do this? No, I'm going to check your arms really carefully, okay? So you hold still. I will work around you. You're nice and warm. So at the same time, I'm also checking to see if she's shaking, slurring her words, if she is being incoherent, if her hands are cold or anything like that, if she's sweating, because those are signs of shock. And so far, she actually seems pretty normal. So you think you hit your head, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, don't nod or shake anything.
Should we take my helmet off?
No, we don't need to take your helmet off. The only reason why you would take a helmet off is if it was in the way. So if you were unable to do a rescue breath, then you would take the helmet off. But otherwise, she's actually pretty stable here. She's leaned back against the bucket. So what I am going to do is stabilize her head, and because she's talking to me, I don't need to move her or anything. I'm just going to wait until medical help arrives. I've still got my phone on speaker here, so I'm going to update the emergency dispatcher with this information, and that way medical help will not expect to find me walking down the road looking for them. Okay, so I'm going to put my hands on either side of her head. Let me know if I touch anything that's painful. Now I don't have to hold too much pressure. I just need to hold her head in position. So this is not preventing her from moving. This is just reminding her not to move around. And I'm really hoping that she doesn't have any kind of spinal injury, because if she moves at all, then that could make the spinal injury worse. I want to keep talking, so can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do this weekend?
Go to the gym, maybe.
Go to the gym. That's a good idea. There's lots of different ways to take somebody's pulse. We know that she has a pulse because she is talking to us and she's breathing. But you've got lots of different vessels around your head. So I happen to have my thumb on a nice one running through her temple. And I'm able to check and determine her pulse rate as we're going here. So Megan's pulse rate is a little bit elevated. I'm looking at probably between 90 and 100 beats per minute. And I'm starting to wonder if this is because of her cramped position. So your legs like falling asleep or going numb or anything?
Yes.
Okay. Does it hurt at all?
Not yet.
Okay.
Just uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable? Okay. So at this point, I still want to keep her in the same position. It doesn't sound like it's too bad, but you can still, anybody sitting in a position can get cramped and sore.
So you wait for the ambulance and that's
Wait
it?
for the ambulance to show up. Now, when they arrive, it's really important that you don't take your hands off. You want to maintain this position. This is your job until they're fully immobilized.
Until they've told you you're done.
Yeah, so emergency medical help is going to come. They're going to do the same assessment. They're going to cut away her helmet. They'll check her to see what size of collar that she needs. They'll put that on, and then they'll proceed with an extrication.